What's up? It's your boy Kevin to turn on this motherfucking YouTube shit. This is serious. Wow, what the fuck?
Video of the Israeli government holding a private convention here in the United States. One of the people in attendance at this secret meeting was Judith Varney Shorer. She's a former Israeli consul general who was operating out of Atlanta. She was one of the main people saying that the biggest problem that they had was young black people in the United States. But don't worry, they've got some black leaders on the payroll.
The major problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. The problem of Israel is with the young generation of the black community. Black is with the young generation of the black community.
This was an Israeli government official who was saying this, not some low-level operative or some rogue member of their diplomatic corps. This was a senior member of their administrative government who was saying this on American soil. Their biggest problem wasn't Hamas or Hezbollah or the Palestinian Authority or Syria or even Iran. She said that Israel's biggest problem was young black people in the United States.
This is a call for 100,000 black men to lead this historic wave of economic empowerment, ensuring the enduring prosperity of black American families by adopting the 3 crucial steps to leading lasting change: separation, organization, and commitment.
In war! Gang, we got some tragic news, man. We finna talk about it, bruh. Y'all know, we live this life, man, and some people, man, are lucky enough to live a long or decent amount of life, man. But some, they die and pass away early, bruh. R.I.P. Long live Jaymike. One of my supporters, you know what I'm saying, told me about this dude, bruh, that I'll put the link down below. I did a video with this, he was young. He was probably 18, 19. Young as hell. You know what I'm saying? He died, bro, to gun violence like 2 months ago. I didn't know nothing about it, bruh. We play 2v2 football. You know what I'm saying, on my YouTube channel, bruh. And you know, it was fun that day. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I be hooping and at my local park, you know what I'm saying? I stay in the hood, Nawfside, you know what I'm saying? And you know, I think that day we got done hooping or something. And it was a couple of kids that was like at the park. And they were like, hey, let's hoop. You know what I'm saying? I mean, let's play some football. You know, I'm always hooping. I said, fuck it, let's record it. You know what I'm saying? You never know who God puts in your life. And, you know, you don't know if it was a blessing to them or it's a blessing to us to have that experience. You know what I'm saying? For me to know him before he passed away, and for him to have that experience with me and have fun and get lit. He passed away to gun violence. I don't know how it happened. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of people, man, pass away, bruh, before they even mature to even realize what's really going on, man. It's sad to hear that news, man, because he seemed like a cool dude. You know what I'm saying? When we was hooping or playing football, he seemed like a cool dude. It was a black dude I was guarding. And I didn't know that he passed away. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because, you know, you expect people to live a long, healthy life, bruh. But unfortunately, that don't always happen. You know what I'm saying? Prayers out to his family. Prayers out to his friends, close friends. And prayers out to the people who knew him. You know what I'm saying? It sucks, man. You know, because gun violence is crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we be so stuck into what we're going through and our difficulties and our struggles that sometimes, you know, we move along so fast that it's not necessary that we forget the people, that it's just we have a lot on our plate to where, you know, hopefully, you know, we think these people will be okay afterwards, you know what I'm saying, the event. But unfortunately, he passed away, man, and it's like, damn, he was young as hell. You feel me? It was, you know, it was a lucky experience to know the dude before, you know, all this happened. You feel me? Like his friend said, he passed away. His name was Jaymike. And it's wild because you don't want to expect these people to die. You know what I'm saying? Let me see when that was. You know what I'm saying? You know, you don't expect these people to pass away so early, bro. And you feel like everybody deserves a strong chance at life. But you never know why it happens. I don't know why my shit bugging. What the fuck? Damn! Time fly by quick as fuck. That shit was 2 years ago. What the shit was 2 years ago. Damn. I feel like that shit was last year. That sucks, man, because I remember that day like it was yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that was my first video ever that's my first video I had ever played football and recorded it on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm glad it did decent in the view amount, but it's like, damn, you know, for him to lose his life, man, I'll trade all the views that I got on that video for his life back. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, nobody want to see somebody pass away when you feel like they lose so much, they leaving so much family and friends behind. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know what he was going through at that time, if he had any beef with somebody, or if he was like just a random person and it just got to some situation where he was just at the wrong place at the wrong time. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I don't never want to people to feel like their lives are meaningless. You feel what I'm saying? You know, when you grow up in the hood, man, you live a life where, man, it's dangerous. And it's like, even if you move away, bruh, you still got that same mentality of the hood. So it's like you might move to a different place, but the way your mentality is, you'll be around the same group of people that you grew up with. Not necessarily like just like them, but like the same characteristics. You know what I'm saying? And it's sad because I feel like he was a cool dude. He had so much to offer to the world. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I'm glad that we had that moment. You know what I'm saying? This is the time when Nawfside supposed to come together, bruh. You know what I'm saying? And remember and mourn the loss. I'm gonna give 5 seconds of silence because I don't want the video to get copyrighted. But yeah, man, you know, I felt like, you know, violence can happen anywhere. You know what I'm saying? That could have happened to anybody. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I've been in moments where it was this female, man, that I knew when she was like a little kid. And when she probably wasn't even a little kid at that time. She probably like a little bit less younger than me. But I knew her mama. And we working at this Mexican food place, you know what I'm saying? And she used to bring her kids to the damn place. You feel me? You know, to work, and they just be up in the other room, and they just be chilling. I guess they come from school or something, and so, long story short, years go by, I get a new job. It's like a clothing store, like a black clothing store, and I see the same girl. She looked good. Like, she wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But unfortunately, you know, I talked to her that night, and it was nothing like on some, like, you know, some shit like we was going, like, you know what I'm saying? Just like on some friend shit. And she died the next day. Got hit by a car and ran over. And the person who did it hit somebody else 3 and killed a baby. And the girl got hit. You know what I'm saying? 2 girls got hit, 1 died, the girl I knew, and the baby that the other girl died. Over a white person who was a drunk driver. They was at a club. It sucks because I was talking to her that day. The next day she died, and my friend told me that she died. I was like, what the hell? And look at this shit. I knew this dude, but I luckily had 2 more years to survive and to experience life. And the person that I was guarding, that I knew kind of at that moment, dies. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. Definitely like always, you know what I'm saying? I ain't saying it's following a nigga, but it's like, yeah, you know, unfortunately, death do be hitting motherfuckers that I be knowing, and it sucks because you don't ever want to hear no young person or even a person in general die off of goofy shit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we all get moments that, you know, it's life or death. You know, you think before it's a lot leading up to that moment before somebody passes away. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, in the Nawfside, a lot of people be getting hit with the tool, be getting ran over. You know what I'm saying? And it sucks because, you know, these people, you know, this is a tough environment. You know what I'm saying? In general. They said he died like 2 months ago. I'm like, what the fuck going on? You know what I'm saying? Beef, man. Gun violence is real. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, people try to stay out that situation, but you never know what could have happened. Motherfucker might want a revenge. Motherfuckers might want to go on a hit. Motherfucker would just party with the wrong people or just, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I know it's kind of hard for the family because they like, man, he was young. If 2 years, he probably like 21 or 20. You feel what I'm saying? And like I said, I remember that day like it was yesterday, bro. It was a lit ass day, bro, because I scored a touchdown. He scored a touchdown. The Mexican dude scored a touchdown. It was a lit ass day that day. And, you know, we had so much fun, bro. You know, it just hood niggas doing hood nigga things. You know what I'm saying? Even the Mexican that was in that bitch. You just, you know, we all just having fun. You know what I'm saying? Living life. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad I recorded that with the people in the hood that day, because if I wouldn't, we wouldn't have nothing to remember the dude by. You know what I'm saying? You know, Jaymike, you know, I didn't really know him like heavy because, you know, I'm older than him. I was probably way older than him. Like probably like 6 years or 6 or 7 years, probably, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 5, I don't know, you know? And, you know, off that experience that I remember of him, he was a fun guy. He liked to laugh, you know what I'm saying? He was chill, you know, he was, I felt no negativity towards the nigga, you know what I'm saying? I didn't get no negative vibe out of him, you know what I'm saying? He felt like just like a regular person who just like, who was caring, who like just want to have fun, because, you know, anybody who wants to jump into the video and be on some positive shit and just live and have fun, that's a positive person. You know what I'm saying? So I hate to think that it was on some goofy shit that why he died, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, people come and go. That's the sad part about it, man. You never know when that person you talk to could be the last day you talk to that person, man. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't talk to him in like 2 years, you know what I'm saying? Because he died like 2 months ago in the video, like 2 years old. But, you know, I don't want to hear that the person that was in my video passes away from like gun violence and stuff, like even getting ran over by a car or something, you know what I'm saying? But I do appreciate that, you know, we got to record that people could come back to and remember a little bit of who he was. I don't know how the person who told me about it remember that video, you know what I'm saying, to be honest, you know what I'm saying, like, a lot of the people in the hood support a nigga, you know what I'm saying, even though you got a lot of haters, But there's a lot of people in the hood who actually support your boy. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, the people that support me, you know, I want to see the best out of them. Even the haters. I don't want to see the haters just get cooked on these streets. Because the streets are real, man. Ain't no myth, nothing about nothing. You know what I'm saying? People losing their life every day. People are getting murked out every day. You know what I'm saying? And I felt like, you know, people live their life. Life moves. But the people that lose their lives, man, you know, it's always going to be a remembrance of these people. Because, you know, the light they brought to the world, they laughed, their heart, who they was, Crip. Shit, it helped niggas out during moments, you know what I'm saying? Like, my video probably wouldn't have been that lit if it wasn't for him being in that video at that moment, at that time. You know what I'm saying? Because you can have a lot of niggas in that bitch who probably could have been a hater. Who could have fought your boy, try to embarrass your boy on some goofy shit, but like I said, he was a positive dude. You know what I'm saying? Remembering these people, man, and the people that we lost in the hood, man, it's a lot more people that passed away in the hood. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, if I name everybody's name, it'd take too long, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know, these people that we lose in the hood, that part of the community, man, you know, it hurts, you know what I'm saying? To know that these people got so much potential. You know what I'm saying? He probably one moment away from maybe the next idea to be the next greatest of whatever he could have been. You know what I'm saying? That's why, you know, I try to preach and tell people so hard to, like, move right. You know what I'm saying? Keep your head on the swivel. You know what I'm saying? Because you never know when it could be on some shit that, you know, you don't never want to get caught laughing, bruh. You know what I'm saying? Like, I've been in a situation where shots was ranged, and thank God, you know, I was spurred sometimes, you know what I'm saying? There's times where I went on missions where it could have went down, and thank God the people that I was after were spurred. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, people get mad at that moment, but it's like the consequences, or not even if they get caught, just the life that they took, it's gonna always be on their hands, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, you know, off that moment, he was a good person, you know. I don't know who he was like 100%, but as that person that I knew in that video, he was a cool dude, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like he had potential. I feel like he was a caring person. He was genuine. He wanted to see people win. And he was a fun person. He wanted to get lit. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we get put into horrible situations where, you know, you might be the life of the party. You might be the glue person that bring everybody together. You might be that one person that get the ideals that help other people to win. But you always gonna have people who look at you and be like, I don't like that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So what can we do? You know what I'm saying? Because there's been multiple situations where people try to take my life out because of who I am and the person that helped bring people together and succeed to win. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Jaymike, you know, he had good qualities to where, you know, Crip. He could have done so much more. But in that little moment, I just want to let him know, if he hear him from heaven, that he won't be forgotten. The little time that I knew him, he brought a good characteristic moment that a lot of people can always look back and remember, that of who he was, you know what I'm saying? And it wasn't on no negativity. It wasn't on no goofy shit. It was just like, you know, people want to be great. And, you know, and that's the sad part, because there's so much more people that losing their lives, especially in that war that's going on, and the war that's going on over here. it's so much people that lose their lives that got family and friends that gonna always remember them. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know the funeral was probably sad as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And I know that it's gonna be hard times for the family to come, but I just want to let the people know that, you know, sometimes we lose people, but you know, the blessing is in the point of us knowing the person. You know what I'm saying? Because we get to look back on the memories, the good times of who the person was. You know what I'm saying? Try to block out the bad times. You know, and you know the people that I knew that lost in the hood. You know, they people coming up missing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you want to see the best out of people. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to see people crash and burn. You know what I'm saying? At least I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, when the person who told me that, I was so shook, because I was like, damn. He was a cool dude. You know? His name is SNF Clan 2966. That's the dude who told me, you know what I'm saying? Long live Jaymike, you know what I'm saying? He was a young black king, a warrior in the making, and you know, we lose warriors in the battlefield, you know what I'm saying? And we give him a warrior's way out, you know what I'm saying? A warrior's way out, and hopefully, you know what I'm saying, his spirit lives on, and he can motivate more people to be a better version of themselves and live life, you know what I'm saying? Because out of the video, he was very positive, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, he obviously had friends because for people to tell me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, it sucks, you know what I'm saying, to see one of your own kind, people that you know, who were young, get taken out, you know what I'm saying? But I know his family ain't gonna forget him. I know he's gonna bring some more warriors out of the family, and hopefully they can fight and continue to don't let the negativity drive them into crashing out or doing anything to retaliate. You know what I'm saying? You know, we gotta learn to forgive, but don't forget and put it in God's hand. You know, it sucks, you know, because we all got potential. And we don't want to waste that potential on a bad moment that we could have changed, and we could have, you know, one action, one mistake, one action we could have just said, wow, what if we just didn't do that day? What if we just would have did this, that, and that? You know, we just gotta speak positivity into the air and tell people that to learn from their mistakes and learn from other people's mistakes. And keep on pushing, man. But like I said, man, long live Jaymike, Nawfside warrior. I only knew him for a little bit, but out of that time, he was very positive and he had so much potential. So, prayers out to his family and friends, man. We out this bit. Good, Nawfside, big crib, gang, Nawfside shit.
Hey, Dad, you know, dog, when we link up, dog, this shit be legendary. You know this instrumental, you the engineer on it, so Kodak everywhere.